passion of mine, and one of the reasons why I made the stage was to get local musicians involved in music again. I saw a lot of musicians in town not doing very much.
We started off with a drum kit, an amplifier about this big for a bass guitar, with a microphone in front because it wasn't loud enough. Eventually we found a couple of these old amplifiers and we pulled them apart. They were rusted out, bunged up. One of them had a rat's nest inside, man, so we ripped them out. Rewired everything, and eventually we had electric guitar, we had bass guitars, and finally we got a 12-channel mixer and turned it into something very cool.
When XBar opened, they were oriented to do a music scene.
I enjoy seeing live music. I like seeing people enjoy live music as well. So I decided to open my jam night. At that stage there was almost no live music in town, but there were a lot of people who would play.
So people started coming like from didgeridoos to saxophones to cabaret singers.
I wanted to create an open space where people could freely come and express their music. People living locally, people travelling.
Yeah, for example, Alex, we were playing with the band. He was tourist around with his trombone, and we invited him on stage without knowing who he was, and now he's one of the most involved person in the music scene in Seattle.
That night in XBar, me and Steve and Brody.
The first night we played here, two drummers came up, a French guy and an Aussie guy, and they were like total opposites, but they were just as good. You know, it was amazing.
And this Russian just came up to me and he went, "I play bongo." So I went, "Go on then, crack on." And he just started playing.
We had a trumpet player, we had 3 or 4 bass players. It's exciting to get up and do something on the spur of the moment and something that's inspired by the energy that other people are bringing to the stage. You know?
Come on up if you can play something.
That's what music's about. It's about getting out and expressing yourself and doing that with other people.
But the jam session is the main link, I would say, for the musician.
If I ever see or hear musicians, I'm always saying to them, come on a Wednesday night, get free beer.
I like to see people getting creative. I've seen people playing instruments, teaming up with DJs, and it's great seeing new styles and new things come out.
So it's really cool, like we feel very welcome here as musicians to shoot, play and use their equipment and stuff.
Carlo's engineered it so anyone can walk in with any bit of like musical equipment and you can just jump up there and use it. Like, he's very open to people coming here and just crack on with their shit.
Pretty much accommodates everybody really. DJs, live.
I've got a lot of instruments here. I can source a lot of instruments as well.
He's good at doing the sound as well. He knows his gear, you know, like you get a good sound out of a good acoustic artist and the DJs, and he's good at it. He knows what he's doing.
You see musicians from all over the world.
If I take Cambodian, we are a 10-piece band and there is 7 countries represented, over 10 people, so the main language is music.
Recently we had a 10-piece Madagascan drumming group. Sometimes bands have certain requirements and I'm happy to facilitate like any crazy ideas they might have. For example, I had a punk band here going back a few years ago, Bum and Dre's.
Bum and Dre's a crazy punk Finnish band, man. They really like to put on the show, so set up a rage cage around here, so you had like a big steel cage with razor wire, and you locked expats inside with a padlock on the bar stool
with a microphone heckling the crowd.
and 20 kilos of rotten tomatoes while the band was playing.
People just went crazy like slinging tomatoes. This guy who was then projectile vomiting.
I lit it on fire, there was fire extinguishers, man.
There were flower bombs and water bombs and broken guitars getting burnt in the middle of the dance floor, and yeah, it got a little bit dark there, but it was a lot of fun. We get a lot of international DJs playing all genres of music.
Not the same stuff as they play there on the street. We play the good music.
Anything from 60s rock and roll to decent hip hop.
Drum, bass, jungle, reggae.
You know, good indie music, proper bands, and just like street music. It's better.
We try to stay away from the commercial shit.
Now DJ with Island. He's not here now, but we call ourselves the Siam Dream Team.
They're a handful.
It's a dream team. That's it.
Usually always guaranteed a crowd up here. There's a lot of people coming to town.
And everybody likes to drink, and so when everybody's drunk, you know, they make a good crowd.
They're appreciative of the music, whether it's their type of music or not. They really appreciate it. They get up and dance.
Backpackers love it, the expats love it.
Most of these people are in here on a massive holiday for the first of their life in Asia, and they're just beaming with life.
There's always this crazy energy that can happen in this place at any given time that I just don't see happen in many parts around town.
It's half enclosed, half open, so it's got an open air gig, you know, vibe to it. You know, it's alive.
It's really nice. It's a very open place. If we want to rehearse with our band, we can go here. It's no problem. You know, it's always nice.
It's got people together. Now we've got musicians playing in more venues than I've ever seen here before.
Compared to in 2007, my God, there is far more musicians.
XBar's really helped to create a music scene